All-American Trophies for all your screen printing and embroidery needs.
ArtMade, offering custom frames, art supplies, and jewelry.
Buffalo Wings and Rings, a sports restaurant experience located in South Minot.
Badlands Bar and Grill, located on 31st Avenue in Minot. Fiance, with all your prom and bridal needs, located in downtown Minot.
KCJB 910 AM, Minot's news and information station.
Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, sports.
KIZZ FM Z94, playing today's hit music.
Mix 99.9, Minot's music mix.
Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream, serving the Midwest since 1972.
KRRZ, 1390 AM, Minot's classic hits.
KZPR 105.3 FM, Minot's rock station.
Jacobson Music, bringing music to the Northern Plains since 1980.
KYYX, Kicks 97.1, bringing Minot country since 1977.
MSU Beavers Hockey, online info at msubeavers.com.
Qdoba, easy, on time, full of flavor.
MSU Theater Department, year-round entertainment.
Forward Communication, connecting professionals in the Midwest.
MSU Bookstore, for all your campus needs.
The Red and Green, MSU's student-run newspaper.
Magic City Hoagies, locally owned sandwich shop located in Southwest Minot.
Spicy Pie, pizza, grinders, beer.
Mike Blessum, your local State Farm representative.
Taco John's, offering fresh tacos, burritos, nachos, and breakfast. Drive-In Financial, connecting faith and finances.
PMQ Entertainment, performing at weddings, proms, and dances.
The Pursuit, creating a place in Minot where everyone is welcome.
Mouse River Players, community theater since 1971.
H-Bar-B Construction, for all your oil field needs.
Welcome to our official second episode of Inside Out this semester. I'm Lane Starson.
I'm Briley Boyce.
And we have our full crew with us at last. We've got Taylor Rosari in now for her first appearance at the news desk.
We have another first today. We have our first live shot from Kyler Sharp back in the Dome.
And then we have Blake Friars returning over at the sports desk.
And then Hannah Davis at Weather.
So we've got a couple of people coming in today. Well,
Yep.
One coming in, one over Skype. I'm going to be talking to Annika Kraft about the upcoming play, and you've got Coach Merkin.
Yep, the head basketball coach for the men's team. They're on the road to Sioux Falls, and they're going to play Mankato this Saturday. So I have the chance to Skype him and interview him today.
There'll be some exciting postseason basketball.
Definitely.
Roll Beavers roll. Is that what we're going with now?
Sure.
We will now. Moving on to Taylor. Taylor, you're also going to be talking about the theater a little bit, and you've also got some nursing news for us.
Yeah, there's been some positives and also some negatives with an important figure that just visited campus this week. So I'm going to jump into that, and then we're also going to talk about another important event that's going to be taking place next week.
Okay.
So I'm going to jump right into that right now. After months of preparation, the MSU Theater Department will finally open the curtain for their show Independence. Hannah Davis went behind the scenes to bring us a sneak peek of what's in store for this show.
Each rehearsal is an opportunity to look beyond the page and bring characters to life.
My character Cass is really challenging to me. She's really quiet and she's really withdrawn, and I'm not like that as a person. I'm very kind of outspoken, and it's very opposite to Cass. So kind of discovering that side of myself, the quieter side, has been really interesting, and showing that through her has been really great.
Angela Schneibly directs the show and helps the actors to delve deeper into their characters to make them feel like real people.
She's a really great director. She gives you this really great freedom to express yourself through a character, but also she gives you really great pointers and things to think about that you would never think about.
Although the rehearsals are about developing character, the actors also learn more about each other.
You get to know people in a weird new way all the time, even if you've known them for years. You just learn new things about each other, and you build relationships that you've never had before with the same people you've been working with for years.
Now all the hard work will pay off with performances for an audience. Reporting for Inside Out, I'm Hannah Davis.
Independence runs tonight through Saturday at 7:30 and Sunday at 2 o'clock. You can get your tickets online at Eventbrite or at the box office in Hartnett Hall the night of. MSU students get in free. A U.S. Senator is highly impressed with the MSU nursing program. Heidi Heitkamp was on campus Tuesday and toured the nursing program facilities and also discussed issues like the nursing shortage and problems facing rural health care. Senator Heitkamp, who is also co-chair of the bipartisan Rural Health Caucus, says the nursing program at MSU is a great example of the forward-thinking approach needed to address the nursing shortage across rural America. Heitkamp also says that the budget released by the administration would also drastically cut funding by $1.4 billion for critical programs like nursing training and improving access to health care. The cuts also pose a risk for the funding of North Dakota Health Department, while nursing education programs like that of MSU's could also be affected. Heitkamp expressed that she will defend these important programs by saying, "Our state needs a robust healthcare workforce, and I am fighting against these cuts." In other news, the Minot State University Calm Disorders Department, along with the North Dakota Brain Injury Network, will host a Brain Injury Awareness Conference at the MSU Conference Center on Saturday, March 3rd. It will take place from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The cost is $50 per person, with MSU students for free with ID. Registration is payable at the door, but the conference is asking for pre-registration. So there's lots of important issues being discussed on campus right now, especially the Brain Awareness Injury Conference is going to be important to athletes.
Definitely.
And I know that you're going to be speaking with a person that's really important at the athletic department right now, Coach Matt Merkin.
Yes, we actually have Coach Matt Merkin online right now. We have him on Skype, and I'm ready to talk to him when you guys are.
Hello?
Hi, Coach Merkin. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you. So last night was a great win. The crowd was amazing the entire time from start to finish. How did that go for you guys?
No, I think you're right. It was sorry, on the bus here, so hopefully you can hear me. It was a great crowd in the Dome last night. A lot of excitement for the doubleheader, both the men's team and the women's team playing. So a lot of fun, and fortunately we were able to pull out a victory, and it was kind of a hectic night from then on out. We took off at 8 a.m. this morning, so just trying to get prepared to hit the road, and also found out who we played last night. So trying to get some work done in order to put a game plan together really quickly there overnight. So it was a lot of fun. Kind of a wild night there.
I see, and you're sitting pretty comfortable on that bus right now. Where are you guys headed right now?
Well, we're on our way down to Sioux Falls, where the conference tournament's hosted at. So the 8 teams that won last night all travel today to get into town, and then there's some different events going on tomorrow. We have community service events, practice time, and then a banquet to attend tomorrow, and then we'll play on Saturday afternoon.
Right, to rewind to talk about last night, you guys had the entire lead, the game, and then the second half, the Peacocks tied it up. How did that make you guys feel?
No, it was probably got a little more exciting there than we would have liked for it to get, because as you mentioned, we had worked most of the game to build up a lead, and then they were able to catch up, and I did it a couple times with about 10 minutes to go in the game, but fortunately we were able to make a big run there and finish, stretch that out a little bit and make it a little less exciting the last couple minutes of the game. But it was a credit to our guys not to really worry about that they had caught up, but kind of keep just executing our stuff and understanding that if we do what we're supposed to do, we're going to be successful.
Right. You guys had a huge win. You won by 20 points. It was 91-71. What was said and done to make that entire stretch?
Well, we played pretty well the whole game. We just had the one stretch where we missed a few shots. They were pretty good shots. We just missed them, and they got hot a little bit, especially on three-point shooting. So when that happens, it can kind of swing the game a little bit there. And like I said, they caught up, tied it once or twice. But then we started guarding and defending the basketball a little bit better, and we were able to stretch it back out, build about a 10-point lead, and then pull away the last couple minutes to stretch it out to 20.
Right. So to carry that momentum this Saturday, how are you feeling about playing Mankato?
Well, it should be a really good game, and we played them about 6 weeks ago. One of the first weeks there after Christmas, we played them, and it was an overtime game in the Dome. We ended up winning by about 6 or 8, but it was a really exciting game. So I think it'll be another good game. Both of us have they have over 20 wins. We have 20 wins now. I think it'll be two good teams going at it, and should be a lot of fun on Saturday afternoon.
So after Saturday, what happens?
Well, the men's tournament opens up on Saturday, so the 4 quarterfinals are Saturday, and then the women's tournament quarterfinals are on Sunday, and then we win on if we win on Saturday, then we keep playing. We'll play on Monday night, and then the championship will be on Tuesday night. So probably need to win. If we win 2 games, we probably have a decent chance to make the NCAA tournament.
Wow.
So hopefully we can continue to win against Mankato, and then we'll play more than likely Northern State after that.
Wow. Well, I wish you the best, Coach, and make sure you kick butt this Saturday to keep on rolling. Up next, we have Lane Sarston with senior Annika Kraft with more on the theater production opening up tonight. Kyler Sharp with our very first live shot of the season, and weather with Hannah Davis.
All-American Trophies for all your screen printing and embroidery needs.
ArtMade, offering custom frames, art supplies, and jewelry.
Buffalo Wings and Rings, a sports restaurant experience located in South Minot.
Badlands Bar and Grill, located on 31st Avenue in Minot. Fiance, with all your prom and bridal needs, located in downtown Minot.
KCJB 910 AM, Minot's news and information station.
Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, sports.
KIZZ FM Z94, playing today's hit music.
Fix 99.9, Minot's music mix.
Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream, serving the Midwest since 1972.
KRRZ 1390 AM, Minot's classic hits.
KZPR 105.3 FM, Minot's rock station.
Jacobson Music, bringing music to the Northern Plains since 1980.
KYYX, Kicks 97.1, bringing Minot country since 1977.
MSU Beavers Hockey, online info at msubeavers.com.
Batteries are dying.
Qdoba, easy, on time, full of flavor.
MSU Theater Department, year-round entertainment.
Forward Communication, connecting professionals in the Midwest.
MSU Bookstore, for all your campus needs.
The Red and Green, MSU's student-run newspaper.
Magic City Hoagies, locally owned sandwich shop located in Southwest Minot.
Spicy Pie, pizza, grinders, beer.
Mike Blessum, your local State Farm representative.
Taco John's, offering fresh tacos, burritos, nachos, and breakfast. Drive-In Financial, connecting faith and finances.
PMQ Entertainment, performing at weddings, proms, and dances.
The Pursuit, creating a place in Minot where everyone is welcome.
Mouse River Players, community theater since 1971.
H-Bar B Construction, for all your oil field needs.
Welcome back to Inside Out. Beside me now, I have Annika Kraft here. Annika, thanks for being on the show with us today.
Yeah.
You're going to be Sherry in the upcoming Independence that opens tonight. Can you tell me a little bit about where Independence takes place?
Yes, it actually takes place in a city called Independence in Iowa, which is really cool because it's in the Midwest, and we're in the Midwest now.
All right, so easy to relate to.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges with this character for you? This character is very different from who you are as a person. So what are some of the things you do to get around that and get over that?
Yeah, so Sherry is 19 years old, so you gotta dig back into a couple of years for me. She's also a very different personality. She's very bold and confident, and she has colorful language and is a little bit promiscuous. So it's a lot of thinking outside the box for what my personal self is.
All right. What are some of the things that you do to kind of get yourself outside of that box?
I like to take a lot of notes. I also listen to music and just walk and kind of meditate before shows to just really let go of my day and really think in Sherry's shoes.
And you mentioned colorful language. We can't say that on live, any of it on live television here, but would that affect the age group that you would recommend to come view this play?
Yes, I would probably say over 13. Don't bring the little ones.
Okay.
There's language they shouldn't probably hear.
It should be noted, you are a senior. This is your last main stage. How does that feel?
It's emotional. It hit me the other day that this is my last main stage, but I'm excited for it. It should be a lot of fun.
Is that some extra motivation for you to really make this all it can be for you?
Oh, for sure. I'm going to give it my all every day.
All right. What are some of the interactions that Sherry has between the other sisters and the mother being the main, I guess, problem, or one of the big problems in the show? So what are some of those interactions and how do they work?
Yeah, Sherry really butts heads with everybody. I don't think that my mother, played by Katie Allers, and I really have a conversation at all. We never really directly speak in the show, which is interesting. She pointed out the other day. And she butts heads again with her sister Kess. And Joe, there's a little bit revealed later in the show that happens and changes their relationship dynamic.
Okay. So not to give away any spoilers, but what kind of a roller coaster ride can we expect going into this emotionally as an audience member?
There are definitely ups and downs. It's not a comedy, so don't expect to laugh, although Sherry's one-liners may give a few chuckles, of course. But yeah, definitely be prepared. Maybe bring some tissues. I mean, I'll have tissues for myself because it's my last show, but yeah.
So we're going to be getting an emotional ride of ups and downs, opening tonight at 7:30. Yes. This is a black box production, right?
Yes. Yes.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for being on the show with us. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
We'll see you tonight at the show. From one extracurricular activity to another, both the men's and women's basketball teams took a step in the right direction this year. The men's team has advanced to Sioux Falls, while the women's team lost a tough playoff game last night here at the Dome. Standing by with a member of the women's team is Kyler Sharp.
From 4 wins to 14 wins, this season, the Minot State women's basketball team has had quite the turnaround. One of the players leading the charge for the Beavers was guard Maddie Wald. So, Maddie, can you tell me a little bit about what made you guys so successful? Because it was a night and day change from last season to this season. What was the key to you guys' success?
I think the main thing that changed from our team from this year to last year was just us finding a way to come to practice every day and work our hardest. So really just not giving up and working on improving where we can every day. And I think the overall just attitude of the team and the goals we had were higher than last year, so that helped us.
You had a great performance last night. You had 16 points. Unfortunately, it didn't go the way you guys had planned, but you came out and provided a huge spark for your team coming out of the second half. What was your mindset coming out of halftime?
Coming out of halftime, we knew that the game we could get down 20 or we needed to pick it up and cut it to 5 points or get it tied at some point. And so I think coming out of halftime, we just had to remember to stay together as a team and share the ball and continue just to fight and claw our way back into the game. So just give it our all.
Now, to my understanding, you guys are losing 3 out of your 5 starters. You guys have a lot of potential on this team. What are your guys' goals or plans going into the offseason to help make you guys, or continue for you guys to be so successful?
In the off season, I think we're just gonna have to work on our individual skills a lot, I think, just to make sure that we can each contribute something more to the team next year. And then also continue to build team chemistry and play together a lot. And I don't know, I guess I'll leave it to Coach to tell us what we need to get better at and stuff as a team. But I think just everybody focusing on themselves for this postseason is important.
All right. I mean, it was a pleasure watching you guys this season. Thank you for being on, and we can't wait to see you guys out there next season and get the job done for Minot State women's basketball.
Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you, Kyler. We're going to talk about some more sports now. We've got Blake Friars over here. Blake, some history was made last night here at MSU.
For sure.
And there's also some Olympic stuff that, as an American, it makes me very happy. Can you bring some more details to that for us?
Yeah, for sure. 2 home playoff games last night for both the women and the men. And then we got some senior weekend for the men and the women's hockey team, so it should be a good weekend in the Magic City. History was made in the Magic City last night. The men's basketball team won their first ever NSIC playoff game right here in the Dome. Senior Tyler Rudolph led the way with 28 points and grabbed 10 rebounds. Senior Russ Davis added a season-high 22 points in a 91-71 victory over the Upper Iowa Peacocks. The Peacocks tied the game at 66, but the Beavers used a 12-0 run midway through the second half to pull away for the victory. The Beavers will now travel to Sioux Falls, South Dakota to face Minnesota State University Mankato on Saturday. On the other side, the women's basketball team season ended in heartbreak last night. They rallied back from 10 down but could not complete the comeback as they fell to Winona State 66-60. It was the second time in school history hosting a home playoff game, and a significant accomplishment as last season they only won 4 games all year. In her last college game, senior Holly Johnson scored 12 points and grabbed a game-high 12 rebounds. She was named to All-NSIC first team, averaging 15.8 points per game, 6.8 rebounds, and 2 assists. Deandra Denton and Crystal Flowers also played their final games at Minot State. Denton chipped in for 9 points and 6 rebounds, while Flowers added 7 points and 7 rebounds. The softball team is in the midst of a 9-game winning streak. During the winning streak, they have outscored their opponents 94-40. The Beavers will now play in the Hy-Vee Classic starting on the 16th of March and open up conference play on March 24th. The number 1 team in the West will look to close out the season on a winning note before heading to Columbus for the national tournament. The women's hockey team had their 6-game winning streak snapped 2 weeks ago with a 3-1 loss to the defending national champion, Lakehead Thunderwolves. The Beavers will host the North Dakota State University Bisons. The Beavers have won all 4 meetings this season head-to-head. Puck drop is Saturday at 4:30 and for Senior Sunday at 1 p.m. The men's hockey team is locked in. They will be the number one seed in the national tournament for the 3rd straight season. The Beavers have 4 games left on the schedule this season before Nationals. This weekend they have a home-and-home with in-state rival Jamestown Jimmies. The Beavers have won 6 of 7 meetings this season. The lone loss was a historic one. The Jimmies snapped Minot State's 57-game home winning streak back on November 7th. Puck drop is 7 o'clock Friday night in Jamestown and senior night in the Magic City on Saturday. For the 13 seniors at the Pepsi Rink, puck drop Saturday night at 7:30. Had some gold medal game last night, U.S. and Canada. Canada won the last 4 Olympics, and the U.S. finally get their first gold medal since 1998. Back and forth all game long. Canada just seemed to run out of gas towards the end for sure.
Yeah, it was really late at night too. It was. You said it finished around like, what was it, 2 a.m.?
Yeah, 2 a.m., 1:30. So it's over in South Korea, Pyeongchang, and boy, you got to be a dedicated fan to stay up that late for sure.
I can tell. But I have a fun fact for you.
Yeah.
Did you know that this year is Jamaica's, finally they have their first women's bobsled team for the Olympics?
Yeah.
Cool. So the more you know.
Yeah, the Olympics are once every 4 years, so doesn't matter which time it is. People will always be up watching for sure.
Thank you, Blake. Now over to the other side of the table here, we've got Hannah Davis. Hannah, we just finished talking about some hockey. That's cold inside, but unfortunately it's going to be pretty cold outside is what you hinted at earlier.
Yeah, well actually it's going to be a little too warm for any outdoor hockey, I would say. But here I'll actually show you guys what the temperatures are today currently. We have some warmer temperatures than we had last week, I can definitely tell you that. Right now, as you can see, most of the temperatures, or all of the temperatures, are above 10 degrees, I should say, rather. It's a lot warmer than it was last week. It's a lot colder in the east than it is in the west. But I actually have the temperature wrong in Minot. It's actually a little bit warmer in Minot currently than that 19 degrees that you see right there. And then also the track and wrestling teams in Minnesota, Minot State University's track and wrestling teams are traveling. They will both be in Minnesota this weekend. And as you can see, we have some pretty warm temperatures, and it's not going to be too breezy, which will be really nice for them, I think. Even though they will both be playing indoors, I just figured it would be nice to have the weather for where our teams are playing at currently. And on Saturday, I know it's actually supposed to snow. So hopefully they all brought their jackets. I know they all own some since they live here in Minot, North Dakota. But yeah, hopefully they'll stay warm. Good luck to them this weekend as they play. And then here is our 7-day forecast. It starts off a little chilly, 17 degrees. I mean, that's nothing compared to how it was last week. But as the week goes on, it does get a lot warmer, up into the 30s, which is so beautiful for this time of year, especially in February. Like, you really can't complain with the temperatures being above zero. And all of these, none of these actually have the wind chill factored in, and it's not supposed to be too windy over the course of the week, except on Monday. I can tell you that on Monday we are supposed to have some 20-mile-an-hour winds, so you're going to want your windbreaker to fight that wind off a little bit. And for the most part, it's going to be pretty sunny, only a little bit of clouds throughout the week. And the best part, in my opinion, the temperatures are all, for the lows, I guess across the entire week, all of the temperatures are going to be above zero. So again, that's a really huge difference from just last week, where we were having those negative-degree temperatures and those heavy wind chills. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm just so glad that it's finally warming up. I can almost just barely pretend that it's spring.
I think it's a little early for spring. Didn't the groundhog see its shadow this year?
Yes, 6 more weeks of winter. But I mean, if winter is going to look like this for the rest of the 6 weeks, or how long after? That'll be like middle of March, right? That we're supposed to have the cold weather winter.
Yeah, I mean, 30 degrees though isn't too bad. As someone that walks to class every day, I mean, it's not a long walk, it's only a couple blocks.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah,
I mean, even outside right now is what, like 21 degrees?
For sure, yeah, and the wind isn't even that bad.
Right.
Yeah, if we can keep the wind under 10 miles per hour, I almost said 10 degrees there. If we can keep it under 10 miles an hour, I'm happy with that. I won't be feeling like I'm getting swept off my feet or getting frostbite across my face.
Right.
For sure, for sure. I'm just so glad that we are going to have that warm up because I'm not from here. I have family in Oklahoma where it's a lot warmer. My brothers go to school in Oklahoma. They're from Shakota, and it's actually, they had, what was it, like an inch of snow, and school is canceled. They're posting on Facebook, and it's canceled. I was like, I'm looking outside, I was, really? I'm moving back to Oklahoma.
Yeah, if that's what it took to cancel school up here, any little bit of snow would be the end of us. But, thank you, Hannah, for being with us and sharing some of the weather. That's going to be the end of our show here today, though. It was a good one.
Yeah, so thank you, Coach Matt Merkin, for that Skype call today, and I hope you guys kick butt this Saturday.
Yeah, thank you, Annika, for coming on the show today. Good luck tonight, and thank you, Maddie Wald, for coming by. I mean, it's got to be tough after your season's over to come on air and talk about it, so we appreciate it. Yeah. For next week, I'll have the intramural sports coordinator, Ben. He'll be coming in. I'll be talking about him about some stuff you can do if you're not an actual, well, I shouldn't say actual, if you're not a collegiate athlete, some stuff you can come do with us.
And then I'll be having Mia Lupo, and she'll be talking to us about her senior project.
Until next week.
Thanks. I'm Briley.
And I'm Lane.